Yo ho ho, welcome Cancerians. So this is who is your twin flame or soulmate, and this is a general reading. So take what resonates, and if it doesn't resonate, then just drop it, ignore the reading, and pretend you never saw it. And my table is a bit messy, so sorry if you do notice a bit of the mess. I will get to clean that up later. And so also, it could just be that my role here was simply to draw these cards out for you to see, so you can interpret it in your own way. And you have the Five of Cups, the Moon, the Shadow side, the Strength card, and the Ace of Swords. So already with the Moon and the Five of Cups, especially with those two cards, I'm seeing someone who like has a regret. Okay, not just has a regret, but has like a hidden side to them, has a side to them that people may not accept, or that they are afraid of telling people about, like they are afraid of showing. It may even be like a side to them that scares them, and I'm seeing that especially with like the shadow side, something that's maybe something that isn't socially accepted. That could be it, or it could just be something else. It could simply be a part of them, maybe something they did in the past, rather than a personality trait. Maybe it's something they did in the past, that they are quite regretful about, and they don't really want people to know about it. And I'm also seeing, for some of you, this person could be working on dealing with that. I'm seeing with the Strength card, they could be working on dealing with that. And not just with like the Strength card, there's a lion. Lions are like, they're seen as courageous, bold, leaders as well, and things like that. And you have the eagle here, the same thing, courageous, bold, if it is a bald eagle. But with the Ace of Swords, I did get a sense of like double standards. I'm not sure why. So if that does apply for some of you. And another thing that drew me in, I'm saying these things quickly so I don't forget it before I get into more detail, because I don't want to forget the things that came to me as soon as I saw these cards. So I noticed the head, and not because he's holding his head. I actually noticed it with the lion first, the lion's head. Then I noticed she has like something on her head here, and then over here she also has something on her head. And then I recently noticed this guy holding his head. So at first, what I thought was they could have long hair for some of you, or have a lot of hair, and being like, it doesn't mean they're hairy, although like hair is natural, so whether they're hairy or not, like that's a natural thing. But it doesn't mean that they're hairy. It doesn't have to mean that they're hairy. Just that they have a lot of hair. So it could be that they have long hair, or a full head of hair. Something to do with hair, maybe for some of you. That's what caught me with the lion. And now I'm thinking of Narnia when they shaved the lion. So maybe they shaved their hair, or cut it or something. I don't know how that would resonate with you, but if that does resonate, then that's great. Then also, oh yeah, with the head, it could again be like dealing with mental health issues, dealing with maybe negative thoughts. So it could be what they're trying to hide is these negative thoughts that they've been thinking about something. Or again, it could just be thoughts about the past, about something they did in the past. So those thoughts affecting them, and they're trying to get out of that. So, and I am seeing that again with the Strength card. I am seeing like they are either reaching a way out of that sort of out of this sort of energy, or they will be reaching a way out of this energy and coming into more this energy and realizing their own strength, especially with the new beginnings, Ace of Swords. Again, Ace of Swords typically is like working hard to reach that goal, working like a new beginning where you're still putting that effort in. So they may be going like getting out of this Five of Cups energy, but still it's not like a smooth journey. There's ups and downs, but every time there's an up and there's a down, it still keeps going up. Like, I don't know if you've looked at some charts where it is up and down, but when you look at it from a wider view, it's still going up. Just a few drops down, then it get lots of steps up, that kind of thing. Then I'm thinking like meeting halfway on that bridge as well. Like these bits caught my attention. Like I'm thinking like for some of you, it could be a sense of like needing comfort. That this person is looking for comfort somewhere. Like they may go to someone, a professional, for that sense, that for that relief, for that help, or maybe from a romantic, maybe they want someone who understands them. For some of you, they may want someone who understands them and who wouldn't judge them for what they've gone through or what they think or the things that they do. For some of you, they're just simply like afraid of, like, when, if you haven't met, again, this is for whether you've met or not, and I didn't mention at the start, but this is for sun, moon, rising, or Venus. As long as this resonates, that's what matters most. Where was I? Train of thought, come back to me, train of thought, return. Where was I? I was talking about, my mind was gone blank. So yeah, so they are maybe afraid of what, so okay, so if you haven't met yet, it could be that they are afraid of what their potential partner could think about all these things. And if you've already met, it could be that they are afraid of telling you, or they may have already told you. I'm thinking, like, it could, for some of you, it could have been that they may have hid it, like they may have been hiding something from you and regret not telling you. My hand's kind of itchy. Sorry for the shaking. So yeah, it could be that they have, for some of you, it could be that they've already told you about this hidden thing, and they may, for some of you, it could be that maybe you reacted negatively and it's led to this sort of emotion, or you reacted positively and it led to this sort of emotion. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. In the end, it's all your choice. And then also, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so if you have met already and you're already with this person, so yeah, they may be afraid to tell you, and again, that could be adding to it because they want to tell you but they're too afraid to tell you, or maybe them not telling you has led to some sort of disagreement and fights. You have the Five of Wands at the top of the deck. Differences, arguments. It doesn't have to mean arguments or fighting, but in this sense, I am seeing it in that case. There may have been a fight somewhere, at some point. Likely, if it's likely recently. Otherwise, if it's like way in the past, then it's a fight that they still remember, because I'm seeing that energy is still around them, hasn't left them, of whatever fight this is. Otherwise, if the fighting doesn't resonate with you, then you can just take the meaning of this card, which is they come from another place that's completely different from you. But I'm seeing it mostly as an argument, or it could again be having a mentality, a thought process that's different to some people or most people. So they could have a mentality that's different to you or most people. They may think differently to you. And that could lead to some fights as well. If you haven't met them already, that could be like in the future sense. Like, ignore whatever like tense I use, whether past, present, future, whichever. Or whichever gender I use. I'm just going based off the cards and based off whichever, I don't know, whichever tense just comes to me. They may also have like for not all of you, but for some of you, they may have their own sort of disorder. Not for all of you, and it doesn't have to be a negative disorder. Or they could be have something else like I don't know. I thought like they could have autism for some of you, but not for all of you. And it doesn't have to be autism though. It could be something that they may feel people don't understand them about. For some of you, something that they feel like they were born with, maybe for some of you, or an accident happened which led to their mental development being quite different to other people, and they may not, like, for some of you it's something that they are able to hide, or rather than able to hide, it's something again that they just feel people don't accept them about, or they just feel like they don't for some of you they may not show it, that they know. I don't know how to put it. Yeah, I honestly don't know how to put it, because there's like several different examples and several different, and this is again a general reading. What I thought of was It's Okay, That's Love, the K-drama. I'm not sure if you've watched it before, but that's what I thought of. Like, the main character's brother is autistic, and the main character is the carer, and then the main girl is I think she has antisocial personality disorder or something like that. Again, this doesn't all have to be negative, like, and if it doesn't resonate, again, you can ignore it or go for the other examples I gave, because that could be meant for you, while something else I said is meant for someone else. Not everything has to be like for you exactly. It could be something else that's for someone else. But I do see under the Five of Wands, you do have satisfaction, So again, there are good things. Like it's not all negative. It's just sorting out that mentality and sorting out whatever it is that happen. If it is something to do with the past, sorting that out. If it is a way of thinking, then learning to accept themselves. And maybe if it is something that they haven't told you, maybe finding a way to tell you, or you being understanding about it. Again, if it's past or future or present. No, past or future. You have under that the Fool. I don't want to go too deeply. I tend to go too deeply under the cards, but because they always link in one way. But under that you have the Fool. Again, new beginnings, believing. So maybe they have to believe in themselves or believe that you won't judge them. Either one of those. It could be just being mindful of this fighting because of these differences in thought processes in the future. At the bottom of the deck. So you have the... I cut my nails recently. Come on. There we go. Okay, so 8 of Cups. Oh my gosh, I scratched this card so much trying to pick it up. When I first got these, they were so fresh and new and they smelled so amazing. Now they're like all... And they're still not bad. They're still good. So 8 of Cups. I'm seeing moving away for some of them. For some of you, I guess. But for some of you, they are moving away from somewhere or moving away from something. And if it's moving away from something, it's likely something toxic or toxic situation. Like this 5 of Cups energy. If it's from somewhere, it could just be, again, if they're from another place, that 5 of Wands. If they're from another place, they may be moving closer to you. So it could be moving closer to you. They may resonate a lot with dolphins. If not dolphins, it could be any of these other animals. But I feel like it could be, it's mostly dolphins in the sense of they may have those traits of being very intelligent, very playful. Like I'm thinking liking a group, like being able to talk in a group or like having a group of friends basically. I don't want this video to be too long, it's getting longer. So you're moving away from something. I'm just gonna drop that there, and then you have this card. 7 of Wands. So again, competitions, people putting someone else down, maybe out of jealousy, someone in a high position, having to fight for that position, plus other stuff. Again, I'm not looking at it too deeply because I don't want this to be too long. And with the Ace of Swords, I'm seeing they may have high expectations of themselves. They may also look a bit like the moon, like the woman in the moon card. Just like for some of you, not all of you, or it could be they're more like these two. Although you do have like a mixture of different like facial features, skin colors, and hair types. You have 7 of Swords, this card. So a very good mixture. It's just that they're mostly dealing with a few things. Let me look at these a bit closer. Like I'm getting a heavy sense of water again. They may feel out of place, like because like with the dolphins are like I forgot what the word is now. It's not amphibian. Anyways, dolphins are like meant for water basically. But a mermaid out of water is out of place. So they may feel out of place. They may feel they're not in maybe they're not in their, again, if they've moved, that may be why. Or it could be more in a sense of mentality. So if maybe something has changed in their lives and they feel out of place, and they're unable to tell someone about it. Like when you're in an unfamiliar place or unfamiliar situation, like you can end up feeling a lot like this, or misunderstood as well. They may have some people in their lives with this moon card and this 7 of Wands. They may have some people in their lives who seem like friends but aren't actually true friends, and they may not be able to tell. For some of you, they may not be able to tell, or they avoid it, like addressing it, because they just want friends. Because the moon is like secrets, and the 7 of Swords, sort of Wands is like people. I see in this. I'm seeing it not as jealous. I don't know how to explain it. It's like imagine a friend that has like something the other friends want, and they don't show it, but they talk about them behind their back. That kind of thing. That's how I imagine this card in this situation. So false friends, basically. Oh, my hand's starting to ache. So false friends. like false allies as well. And they may be like, when someone tries to help them, it could be a case of them refusing help or siding with the wrong people. And for some of you, again, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Or if none of it resonates, drop the video and leave it and forget you ever saw it. As if it never existed. So the shadow side. So again, I am seeing like there's a side to themselves that either they don't like or they're afraid to show people. Again, if they are like, I don't know, like it could be like peer pressure for some of them. For some of them, not all of them. Or all of you. And I'm not really seeing peer pressure though. Although that did come to me suddenly, peer pressure. Whichever way that resonates, take it. Or don't. Again, I'm seeing wanting to hide themselves from you. Whether you've like if you've already met or if like it's a more future tense, wanting to hide something from you. Like the way that guy's like trying to cover his face from the woman, and the woman's looking very shocked. And again, I'm just using the genders from the cards. It could be the other way around as well. Or it could simply be again, if this is a woman that you're asking about, it could be again that she's wanting to hide her face. Or for some of you, it could be that she's being surprised by you. Maybe you accepting their darker side, their shadow side. And strength cards, again, just being accepted. Like if they're seeing as they are the lion, then all their traits, you accepting all of them. Now this video is getting a bit too long, so I'm going to stop it here. Thank you for watching. Hope this did resonate. And again, take this video, like take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if anything I said like you really don't feel positive about, then like honestly just leave it and don't take it as if it's your fate, because in the end it's up to you. And I did mention things about like mental health, mental disorders and things like that, which are quite serious. So again, just take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if that matches, but thanks for watching anyways. Yeah.